toca el turno de Sudáfrica. Ella es Beryl Rose Sisulu. Posición, embajadora. Comida mexicana favorita, barbacoa. Canción mexicana, Cielito Lindo. Representa a la embajada sudafricana.
Estamos con la excelentísima embajadora Beryl Rose Sisulu de Sudáfrica. Thank you for having us and thank you for being in ADN Noticias.
My pleasure.
Well, there's a lot of connection between South Africa and Mexico, but I would like to start this interview asking you, because you have Ubuntu, that's a concept. Is there anything Ubuntu that you can relate with Mexico? Do you say Mexico has this Ubuntu and that could be translated as an Ubuntu?
Thank you. Definitely. Mexico may not use the concept Ubuntu, but they have Ubuntu in so many ways. Mexico unexpectedly is a very different country from what I thought I would find. We have so many similarities besides Ubuntu, because Ubuntu also encompasses the warmth and the welcoming, which is what Mexicans are very good at. They greet you, they don't know you, they ask for permission to leave, con permiso, I love that word. They pass by and you are eating, they are not eating, but they will say provecho. So I think those are the beauties that you have that you probably don't even realize what it means to me as a foreigner in your country, because it just shows how welcoming and how hospitable you are as Mexicans and how you welcome people to your country, contrary to what is portrayed about Mexico, the same negativity that is portrayed about South Africa.
What was the first thing that impressed you or impacted you or surprised you when you first arrived to Mexico?
Is to see how similar we are, is to see how we embrace culture, how we love color, and how we love food. We also love food like the Mexicans, and we like eating as families, as friends. You know, you don't see a Mexican sitting and eating alone usually. They will invite you and say, come and join us. So all those sort of things resonate very well with me, because that is what we do at home. You are very family oriented, and that is how we are too. Family, not necessarily your direct family, but extended family. And you love sport. We also love sport, dancing, music. We also have mariachi at home, by the way.
Yes?
Yes, we have Mexican mariachi. Small though, but not big, but yes, we do. So there's so much similar and so much in common that we have. Your way of life is very familiar to our way of life.
Mexico and South Africa have historically been together and they've been fighting together against several systems. What would you say it's the most important thing or connection between South Africa and Mexico historically?
Historically is that you yourselves were colonized. You went through a big struggle for many, many years. A lot of your wealth was taken, plundered, actually, not just taken, plundered. The same with us as South Africa. We were colonized. Our wealth was plundered. But importantly, when we fought for justice and when we fought for democracy, Mexico went to great length, and Mexico closed its consulate in Cape Town to say we don't want to associate with an apartheid South Africa. And Mexico went further to say that we agree that sanctions must be imposed against the apartheid government. And that was very significant for us during our struggle, because it contributed to putting pressure on the apartheid government to stop apartheid. And as you will probably remember, that Mexico is one of the first countries that Nelson Mandela visited
In
after his
1991.
release. Yes, he was released in 1990, and in 1991, Mexico is one of the first countries that he came to say thank you to the Mexicans, because that support and that standing up for justice and for human rights also added and made a difference, and helped us in achieving our democracy. So that is a very significant role that Mexico played. And after Mandela's visit is when South Africa opened an embassy in Mexico, the very embassy we're sitting here. We've been here for 32 years in this very building. So our relations have grown from strength to strength because Mexico loves human rights, Mexico loves justice. You are not war-loving people, just like us. So there is something very significant politically that connects us very well. And we hosted the G20 last year. Mexicans attended. Match is between South Africa and Mexico, the same as was in 2010. And my president has said that he's coming, and he will be meeting President Shonbam. They have a meeting, so which is very important. So this is going to strengthen our relations. We also have 3 ministers who will be arriving. Same that happened in 2010 when it's played in South Africa, the first time on African soil. And we had a good game with Mexico. So we are looking forward to a good game again this year.
And having fun. Now that you're talking about football and this whole party, South Africa was attacked by media because everyone was scared of going to South Africa. They had a lot of issues and things in their mind that were not actually true. And you've been defending Mexico. You lived the part in South Africa, and now you're defending Mexico. Tell us a little bit about this.
I think it's important to defend our countries, because we have beautiful countries with a lot of hidden gems, a lot of beauty that is hidden, a lot of friendship that is hidden, that people don't know about, because we are portrayed in a very negative light. Mm-hmm. South Africa is portrayed as a country that has a lot of murders, that is corrupt. Mexico is also portrayed as a country that has drug cartels, that is corrupt, that people are abducted. All those kind of negative reports are being sold about our countries. I think that we should not allow that. Yes, we can't stop people from saying what they want to say, mm-hmm. but our voices must be heard. We should stand up and say, this is not us, this is not our country, this is who we are. We are a beautiful country, a beautiful nation. We have beauty in our country. We respect people, and I think that is very important. We are friendly people, and many people don't know that. People are scared of coming. My granddaughter, when I said to her, I'm going to Mexico and I want to take you with me. And she said, oh, I'm scared they will kidnap me. So I said, even if you go to the US, they can kidnap you. Even if you're in South Africa, they can still kidnap you. Whether you go to Zimbabwe or the Bahamas, you can be kidnapped anywhere in the world. It is the negative message that is being sent around about particular countries, because they don't want the world to know. But despite all the negativity, Mexico is ranked, I think, in the top 5 most visited countries, mm-hmm. because people go and they come back again, because there's so much to see in this country. You have a huge country, 32 states, and every state is different, and every state says we are the best. I like that competition, because you go to Oaxaca, they say, no, we are the best, we serve the best, we have the best this. You go to Tlaxcala, they say the same. You go to Veracruz, wherever. So that is healthy competition. But there's so much to see. I'm just sorry that I will go home next year not having seen the whole of Mexico. But, and we need to talk about the beauty, and you need to tell the younger people that not only is this your home, but you need to go, even if you go away to study, you need to come back because you have a beautiful home. And I'd say this the same thing to South Africans, because people ask me, when you retire, what are you going to do? Where are you going to? I say, I'm going home. I love my home. You know, I love South Africa. I love my country. I love flying my flag. And I have felt at home in Mexico. I feel I've been accepted so warmly. And your ambassador in South Africa, Sarah Valdez, she says she feels at home in South Africa, and I said the same with me. I feel spoiled and loved in Mexico.
Well, we're gonna do our best to spoil you more. Tell us about this. Let's talk about these similarities. What would you say to someone that comes from South Africa and visits Mexico for the first time? What would be surprising for them, or how could they relate to the Mexican culture for the first time?
It's so easy because South Africans are just going to, you know, fit in. They're going to actually be very surprised, pleasantly surprised to see how we are one, how we are similar, what you love and what we love. The music, the dance, the happiness. You are happy people, and we are also happy people. And I think that already shows how different we are from the rest of the world. It's not all countries. I've served in Europe, I've served in Asia. In Europe in particular, you don't see those smiles. You don't see that warmth. You don't really feel, you know, you have to wait and judge first. Here you don't have to judge. You just see by the smile that I'm accepted. I'm human. We feel similar, you know. So I also like the way you like your dress. You know, I've been going to different states, and they are so happy to show off. This is our dress in the state, and this is how we dress. This is what we specialize in. This is what we love. So all those things, because we, as you know, have 11 languages plus sign language makes 12. We have, I am, for example, Xhosa, which is the tribe that Mandela comes from, with a difficult language. My husband, for example, is Tswana, so he speaks a different language. I speak a different language. My helper at home, she speaks Zulu. So we have also different, and we embrace each other's culture. That is why South Africa is known as the Rainbow Nation. And I think you are also a Rainbow Nation. And maybe not by design sometimes because of colonialism and intermarriages, and I'm not going to go into the past because we've been through that horrible past too. But you are a different people, just even in terms of your physique, your color, your whatever, you know. The white people would say you are not white enough, you know. But the thing is, that is your beauty, and that is what you need to be proud of, because it doesn't necessarily mean that you are white, you are better, you know, if your color is. But that mixed color, which is what we also have, me in particular, my grandparents are from mixed origin. My grandfather was white, my grandmother was black. So we understand that because we come from that colonial history. But I think we should be proud of who we are, because we are beautiful people. And I was surprised to see that Mexico is an advanced country. It's a beautiful country. You thought you'd find red Indians running around on horses or whatever, you know, and that's not what you find. It's actually a beautiful country. I see my granddaughter was initially afraid 3 years ago. She goes out, she has friends, you know, and I tease her sometimes. I said, are you going out? Are you not scared that you're going to be kidnapped? She said, and then she laughs. She says, no, I'm not going to be kidnapped. So you learn, but you only learn by being advantaged and seeing these things physically And this is what I've experienced.
You were talking about the connection, you're talking about how South Africans love music, and I think music tells you stories that we sometimes don't want to see or we don't want to listen, and it gets to the core. We've seen the messages that were spreaded when this terrible era was going through, or your country was going through, and your family was fighting actually for the rights. But what are the new generations talking about, or what are the new expression? What are the messages that are expressing now? Because I know you support a lot of musicians and a lot of younger people and embrace what they're doing. What are those messages that young South Africans are transmitting now?
I think an important message is that younger South Africans are feeling much more freer. Some of them don't even relate to the past. They don't understand. And I think we should instill in young people that you need to not lament about the past, but you need to know where you come from so that you appreciate where you are going to. So that we also don't make the same mistakes again. So young people are living much more freer. I know that our younger generation are traveling. I know Black Coffee was here about a month ago, filled up the whole place. Tickets were sold out. You know, people love those kind of things, so you know what they do. I know that a young South African will also be in the opening. So they're traveling places, they are free, they sing what they want to, they dance the way they want to, they are feeling comfortable in the world. They're not tied to traditions as much as we are, and I suppose it's the same for you too. But that is good, because they realize that the world is your oyster. You can go wherever you want to, but I always say, remember that home is home. And we love music, as I've said, but we love a variety. You know, one is not stuck in one sort of, we have different genres, whether it's jazz, whether it's amapiano, whether it's folk, opera, folk, whatever. So we embrace all kinds of music. Me in particular, I love whether it's R&B or whatever, gospel. So yeah.
Let's talk about now food and smells and colors. What is your favorite Mexican dish, and is there any flavors that you can relate to home?
Yes, you love spicy food, which is what we do as South Africans. Not bland food. You know, there must be taste in the food. There must be a chili in the food. So I think that blends very well with me. But also, having visited a few places, I think barbacoa and the soup. What's the soup
El
called?
consomé.
Consomé. Oh, that was lovely. It reminded me of my grandmother, who would roast her lamb in the oven outside, you know, and make dumpling. And so food may not be similar, but the taste and the spiciness, tasty, very tasty food, I found, yeah.
If someone from South Africa came and you had to set a table with a Mexican, what would there be on that table? What drinks from South Africa? What drinks from Mexico? What food from South Africa? What food from Mexico? And what would they be talking about? Choose a topic.
We have something called amarula, which is like your
That's like
it's
liquor.
a liqueur. It's a liqueur. It's from an amarula tree. There's always show a little video of the elephants eating the fruit and elephants being drunk. So that is a very well loved. It's like your liqueur. What's the name of this liqueur? I can't remember the name. Like Bailey's. Yes, like it's like
Sweet.
Bailey's. Yes, it's a bit sweet. Yeah. So that would be. But also we have lovely wine, and we have different varieties of wine. Last year we had 100 years of pinotage. We have red wine, white wine. I know Ambassador loves our wine. So
there will be wine, amarula.
Yes. And then I've just been to Hidalgo. And they had this different drinks in Hidalgo. I forget what they made us taste. One was with
Pulque?
Pulque, yes, pulque. And the one with the orange juice and the cinnamon and
tequila.
Tequila, yes. So there's all those varieties and mixtures of drinks. And of course, I think food, in Mexico, I think you'd be spoiled for choice. Whether you have tacos, whether you have barbacoa or
Mole.
Mole, yes. Mole, I found it was new for me. I'd never seen or tasted mole before. So that for me was a new taste, a totally new taste.
And what would they be talking about?
They'd be talking about food, dance and drink,
what would they
and
be
singing.
listening to?
Music, beautiful music.
What's your favorite song, or any song that it's Mexican and now it's in your heart and it's yours?
Cielito? Cielito Lindo?
Sí.
Yes, I think that is beautiful. Yes, that is very beautiful, a lovely song. And I think Mexicans, especially when they've been drinking, they would,
And where would you take them?
You mean in Mexico?
Yes.
You spoiled for choice. There's so many places where you'd take people
Your
to.
favorite?
Or as in an estate?
No, like as in places that people from South Africa should go.
I think your theaters are beautiful. You have very nice theaters. We just have one opposite us here. We have been
Pyramids?
to, yes, the pyramids. We can go to the pyramids. We can go to, my favorite place is now the caves in Hidalgo.
In Hidalgo.
In the
Las
thermal
grutas.
water, yes, that was beautiful. So you experience different things. But also, I've visited people in their houses where they've been very friendly. I went to Yucatan Peninsula. That was also lovely. Went on the Maya train. So yeah, there's so much to choose from. And as I said, every state is different, and people are just also so welcoming. And I love the coffee here.
The coffee.
Beautiful. Yes. Yes, lovely coffee.
Well, thank you very much for having us, and thank you again.
And we look forward to a good match on
Yes.
the 11th of June.
Who's going to win?
Doesn't matter who wins. we are sister countries, so the score is not important. I think what is important is that we should have a good game like we did in 2010. The score was 1-1. But we had a good game, and Mexicans enjoyed South Africa, and I'm sure South Africans are going to enjoy Mexico. And I know that a batch of people are coming on the 4th. We'll have the 2010 legends playing on the 7th of June in Pachuca Stadium. And I also just want to say that our team is going to be very safe in Hidalgo. Very clean air. The climate is good for them for soccer, I believe. And they don't need to fret about safety. I felt safe in Mexico. I've not seen anybody wanting to kidnap me or felt threatened. So I think South Africans must be assured that it's going to be safe. They're going to enjoy Mexico and love it and will want to come back. Thank you.
Thank you very much.